Hey guys, it's Chevy here and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell from the title, I am starting a new series on my channel called Tea Time with Chevy. So this is something I've been thinking about for the longest time ever, where we can just sit down and have a one-on-one with each other, you know, because we're kind of across from each other, not face to face, you know, and I would love to be able to connect with you guys and talk about what you want to talk about. So down below, if you feel free, you can start putting down some topics that you want me to talk about. You can do it on my social medias on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Is that it? Instagram, I don't know. Anyway, but it's an opportunity for you and me to sit down and talk to each other about whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the new video. Guys, before we get started with the video, I just want to give y'all a couple of disclaimers really quick. While being happy is something that I feel like everybody needs to be more of, it is definitely not something that you should feel bad if you're not. Just know that you're human and everybody goes through sadness, everybody goes through anger, everybody has nervousness, but what matters is how you react to those situations. Wow, okay guys, so the first step on my list of being a happier and more positive individual in your everyday life is by practicing mind over matter. So in this situation, mind over matter to me means choosing how you react to certain situations. Now, I'm sure we can all agree life happens all around us. Every single day, life pisses us off. Whether it's sitting in traffic, whether it's your boss yelling at you, whether it's something about your family, whether it's something about your husband, your wife, whatever. Life makes you mad. But one thing that you can do is choose to not let it affect you. One thing that you can do is not let your emotions control your actions. Now that's something that it's easier said than done. It really is. And sometimes I have a really hard time doing it. And I'm sure sometimes you do too. But like I said, it's something that you practice and something that you get better with over time. It's not something that is going to happen overnight. But I feel like the more and more you practice on it, the more and more you'll get better. You have to realize, guys, that you are the only thing in the world that you can control. Okay, everybody, repeat after me. Ready? You are the only thing in the world that you can control. That means you can control your anger, you can control your joy, you can control what you want to eat, you can control how much money you have, you can control literally anything about you. You can't control anything about anybody else. So don't let it affect you. Anything that happens in your everyday life can be brushed off of your shoulder and you can be going on about your everyday life just like that. But you choose not to. You choose to stay in a vibration of anger, so that will in turn affect your entire day. What if instead of that, you choose to be happy? You choose not to let sitting in traffic affect you. You can choose to let that be like a jam session, okay? Or you can choose to, whenever your boss is getting mad at you, instead of yelling back at them, okay, you're right, and then just go on about your day. You know, find another job. I'm just kidding. But you are in control of you. So the next step on how to be a happier and more positive individual in your everyday life is to stop worrying about things that you can no longer control. And what I mean by that is things in your past. Things that have happened to you, things that happened 5 years ago, things that happened yesterday, things that happened 2 weeks ago that still might be affecting you, you still might be thinking about, whatever the case may be. The past and your mistakes and your accidents literally shape you into who you are. And as cliche as it sounds, it is hella true, okay? Hella true. The shit that's happened to me in the past, I feel like I can look back at it and I'm honestly thankful. There is nothing, no choice in my life that I regret, because it's brought me to this moment, and more than likely it's taught me some things. And y'all, I'm really a person that I learn from my mistakes. Well, I need to make them like 2 or 3 times first, but I'll learn. And there's things that you can gather from any event that's happened to you. I'm sure there's one thing that you can look back at and say that, damn, I didn't know that going into it. So for example, I'm gonna bring in some math into this. Not actual math though, so calm down. So think about it like whenever you're learning math. Whenever you're learning like a new concept in math, do you ever get it like the very first time? Well, some people do, but I don't. I never get things the very first time. I have to make like 1,000,005 mistakes going through that math problem. Oh shoot, I was supposed to add 3 to that. Okay, next time I'm gonna do it. And then I'll do it all over again on the next problem, and then I'll remember what I did last time, and I won't make that mistake again this time. You see what I'm saying? Then I'll learn faster and faster on the next problem. Okay guys, so step number 3 on how to be a happier and more positive individual in your everyday life is to be kind. This is something that is so simple, so easy, it's free, and you can do it whenever, wherever, to whoever, and there's nothing bad about it. Like, there's literally no negative side effects that can come from being kind. And you can be kind to anybody for any reason. You don't have to find a reason. You can be kind to your family member, your friend, your neighbor, your coworker, your person you see walking down the street. Hi neighbor. It doesn't take a lot to just say hi to someone, good morning, how's your day going? It doesn't even take anything to just smile. Walking down the street, make eye contact with someone and smile. It doesn't cost anything, and in fact, it probably made that person feel good about themselves. Another thing that you can do, going on the be kind topic, is to give people random compliments. Random strangers, random compliments. This is my favorite thing to do because, and I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why, but I love compliments. I love compliments, and so does everybody else. So I gotta ask a question. What's the harm in telling somebody their shoes look nice? What's the harm in telling someone, oh my gosh, I love your hair? What's the harm in telling someone, oh my gosh, you are so beautiful? There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it makes the other person feel good. It will probably make you feel good in turn. And then let's not forget about positive karma that you're giving out into the world. Oh my God. I put some more honey in here. It's hitting. Okay. Okay guys, so the next step on how to be a happier and more positive individual in your everyday life is by practicing the law of attraction. The law of attraction is probably something that you've heard of. It's probably something that you practice on the daily with or without even knowing that you do. The law of attraction basically states that whatever it is that you put out into the world is what you will be getting back in return. So if you're a good person and you put out positivity and you put out joy into the world, that's exactly what you're going to get back. And vice versa. If you're a negative person and you put out negativity into the world, that's exactly what's going to come into your life. Instead of saying things like, man, I am pretty sure I bombed that job interview. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that job. Like, dang, there's no way I was the most qualified person out of all 7 or 8 people that were there. There's just, instead of saying that, flip the script and say something along the lines of, wow, wow, I did so good at that job interview. Like, I nailed it. If I don't get that job, there's a problem. I'm pretty sure I was the most qualified person in that room. I could tell by looking around. See how automatically, like, you're kind of flipping the switch? More than likely, the person that says, I did good at that job interview. Probably the one that's gonna get the job. So the last step on my how to be a happier and more positive person in your everyday life is to surround yourself with the right company. What I mean by that is the super popular saying, misery loves company. So what that means is, guys, everybody has an energy. I have an energy, you have an energy, your sister has an energy, yo daddy has an energy. Whether it be a positive energy or a negative energy. Energies rub off on each other very, very easily. It rub off on people, your energies can rub off on people closest to you, people you just met, people that you're around. So you have to make sure that you surround yourself with people that are the same as you. Do you know what I mean? That goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about with law of attraction. Like attracts like. With that being said, the opposite must be true, right? Joy attracts joy. So instead of hanging out with people that are negative and will rub off their negative energy on you, you want to hang out with people that are joyous and will rub off their happy energy on you. I cannot tell you how many times over the past, I don't know, 23, 24 years, I've heard people say, I feel so much better when I'm around you. Like, I feel happier, I feel more energized, whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's because my energy is a shit ton positive, okay? I feel like I emanate, emanate? Is that a word? Radiate. Whatever. I just give off positivity, and that's just because I want positivity back. I want all good things, okay? Not only that, but it feels amazing to be a great person. It really, really does. And like it says in the Bible, love thy neighbor. Alrighty guys, so that concludes the very, very first episode of Tea Time with Chevy. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And as usual, if you are not following my social media accounts, feel free to do that. Also linked below in the description box. Everything is at @scampbell. Super easy. That's 5 L's. 5 L's. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also turn on your post notifications so you can get notified when I post a new video. You never know, it might be the next episode to this very new series, Tea Time with Chevy. Anyway guys, I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace and love.